Now, living in the state of Colorado, or frankly visiting the state of Colorado to head up and enjoy the beautiful Rocky Mountains and many of the other natural features that are here, there's one thing that you can't overlook, and that is the trout fishing available throughout the state. Now, the Colorado Parks and Wildlife has done a phenomenal job at stocking places that are put and take fisheries for families, for young kids, for adults, for hardcore anglers, for anybody to enjoy. Now, the one downfall for a lot of people with Colorado is the number of fly fishing only waters make it real challenging for some that want to fish certain waters. However, there are so many high mountain lakes where you can go and you can enjoy anything.
First cast. Oh, this guy has some fight to him. I didn't expect anything like this in this little lake. Man, Shape, I think we're going to be surprised with this one.
I like it. I like it.
I think we are going to be surprised.
Good trout. Look at that trout.
Man.
Look at that trout. What the?
Oh my gosh, look at the color.
Never did we expect to catch this in a small lake like this.
I'm going to have to move over that way. Can you move those?
Be careful, everybody's watching.
I know.
Here, give me that
keep
net.
Walking, let's keep walking, let's keep walking.
You want to give me the net? Folks, welcome to the Rockies.
Man, oh man, did I not expect a fish like this. Come on, yes!
Oh my
yes!
gosh. Welcome to the Rockies, folks.
Look at this gorgeous rainbow. First cast up here at High Mountain Lake, Andrews Lake in Colorado. This fish is going home with me tonight. So we're last day in Colorado, so I get something to take home for the dinner plate. Oh my gosh.
Just so you know, that rod was going into the lake. Luckily, I had a license that I could grab it and hand it over to Joe.
Another nice fish.
It's another quality trout. Boy, they put some nice fish in here.
Wow.
Really nice fish. Did you see that rod? It was in the middle of the grass going out like, wow. You want me to get your net again?
Yep. Man.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be good.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm filming with this.
All right, let's see how we do this.
Oh, he still got it. And another good trout.
Oh,
like that.
There we go.
Oh
Lying down on the job
gosh.
over here.
Do they put tanks in here or something?
What is this? This is a High Mountain Lake. My gosh.
Look at this. Woo. I mean, I'm not kidding. I looked down and the rod was like almost like it had a dog on a leash kind of thing, and the leash was going the dog and there was no owner. I went over and grabbed it, boom, set the hook, gave it to Joe, whack, got another one. I mean, look at this. Almost got
This is even heavier than the last one.
Hey buddy, just settle down for 1 second, please. And we will, figure there's something I have to do with you. Look at that.
Let me cover with you what I used tonight in this beautiful Colorado high mountain lake. So what I've got set up right now is a barrel swivel and an egg sinker on my main line. You can see that actually moves back and forth. That way the fish can't feel the tension on the actual rod. 1/4 ounce egg sinker, small barrel swivel, tied on, and it doesn't make a difference what length or what you use as far as your main line. You can use braid, you can use 8 pound, 10 pound, 6 pound, it doesn't make a difference on that mono filament. The key is on the end over here next to the barrel swivel, you can see that right there, that is fluorocarbon. So what I've got tied on is 6 pound fluorocarbon with about a 36 inch leader. I've been adjusting the leader length because there are some weeds at the bottom here. I want my bait to float above the weed line. So I've adjusted it a few times and went with 36. So here's the hook that I have. It is a small size 14 fire hook, one of our new hooks right here. So you can see that right there, and that's going to come into something else I'll show you in a little bit on another setup, but a size 14. So the key for me today has been fire bait. Colorado's done a great job as far as realizing that fire bait does work for trout. So it floats great, it has a great scent, and what I've used today is chartreuse garlic, peach garlic, and garlic wildfire. I think we can get a pretty good idea of what the whole concept is here, garlic in Colorado. So that's what I've done, and I just roll on a little bit onto here, onto the hook, and I'll show you with the peach garlic. So here's the actual peach garlic, and you can see I've used quite a bit of it today. So all I'm doing is getting a little bit out, and on my hook, which is right here, and just pushing it down and making it into a little worm is what I've been doing. Is just setting it up this way. And that way it's floating right off the bottom.
Oh, light rod too. Man.
Look at that rod tip shape. My God. That is on fireworm combo.
2 fire baits, one on the combo, and I see the chartreuse fire egg from here.
This one I can actually get over here to this side. I
Yep.
think I might be able to land this one a little easier.
Good looking
Beautiful
trout too.
color, man.
Good looking trout.
You nailed it. Come here, buddy. Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Another nice fish.
He doesn't,
look at that.
He doesn't
They
want
are
to see the net.
chunky. My gosh,
Look at this.
Look at this, another gorgeous rainbow up here at 10,800 feet in Colorado. Beautiful high mountain lake. All right, let me show you the other setup they had today. All right, you guys saw the actual way I set up the egg sinker, barrel swivel, leader, and hook as far as the size 14 hook. The reason that's important because in Colorado you can have 2 rods if you have a second rod stamp. So I'm using 2 rods, one with firebait and one with our new fireworms and fire eggs, which are, believe it or not, garlic scented. So there's the 2 combination that I was using today. So I'll show you how that setup was worked. And the setup as far as the rod itself, exact same thing. Barrel swivel, 1/4 ounce egg sinker, and same leader length. That way, if I'm getting hits on firebait, I can put the other rod with firebait. I'm getting hit as far as my fireworm egg combination, I can do that without having to make any changes whatsoever other than changing the bait itself. So I'll show you the way I'm rigging it. So that is the key. Remember I said size 14 hook? The reason for the size 14 hook is if you use anything larger, it's going to sink the combo. This is not a floating worm and a floating egg. It is a neutrally buoyant egg and worm. So it's going to go to the point where it actually sits, and it'll sit there and move around in the water. So you don't have to do anything. Let it sit out there just the way you do with firebait. The fish comes around, the tail on this worm keeps moving, and you get hits that way. And they devour it, but you've got to make sure you rig it a certain way because you will get short striked. So what I'm doing is, you can see the egg right here. I'm going to feed it on to the hook. And all the way through, all the way around. Then I take it all the way up the main line. You can see right here that the hook is further back and the actual egg is on the line itself. The reason I do that is to give myself an opportunity to roll this worm up a little further up. So now I'll rig the worm, which is a little more difficult to do. It's almost like a Texas rig or a weedless rig for an actual, like a bass worm. So I take it in through the nose. I'll show you that so you can see that it's on the nose right there. I keep it all the way through. Here we go. All right, now the worm is on the line itself. You see where my hook is, all the way back. Now I take the leader back, turn the hook straight up like this, feed toward the tail end of the worm right through here, straighten it out, then I feed it up so it sits like this. So now if I get hit on the tail end, we're gonna actually set the hook. I slide the egg down further, meet it up with the actual worm itself, and presto, there we go. And it's gonna sit straight on the water like this. That hook on the back end, you get short striked, the fish is gonna hit the back end of the worm and actually hook itself at that point too. So you get a lot more hooks this way. If you set it up just straight nose hook or something in this setup, you're gonna get hit a lot, but they're gonna grab the tail end of the worm and actually not be able to set the hook. Here's another big one. Man, I am blown away by this lake. Everything we've been catching is just quality.
Oh, he's doing the alligator roll on you over there.
He's trying to get away, isn't he? Man. Look at that bullet just go right by. Nice, nice. I thought I was expecting like 10-inch stalkers. And here we are, another nice fish.
Easy, buddy. Easy. Sundown.
Oh, look at that hook right on the edge too.
Yeah,
We'll
fire
get him
hook.
loose. Fire hook right there.
If you like fishing worms, salmon eggs, dough bait, flies, lures, it doesn't matter. In these high mountain lakes, the majority of them, you can use any of those techniques. And that's what we love. They're open to everybody. And you know what? Many of them bring excellent trout fishing. Now today, we fished a high mountain lake above 10,000 feet, and we caught some of the nicest trout that we wouldn't even think we would catch in a lake this high up and this small. Sure enough, success came on several different baits. Now, one of the setups you saw Joe talk about today was a mix, something a little bit different. Joe likes putting the chartreuse fire egg in with an orange fire worm. Those are all pretty well new products. You can find them all over the state of Colorado. And it was weird. He just threw the fire worm and the fire egg out there, didn't even have to twitch it, didn't even have to jig it. The way he rigged it, you guys saw what he did, just leave it on the bottom and it floats up, neutrally buoyant, kind of whirls itself, swirls itself, moves around, and you catch fish with it. It was incredible. But the other thing we found out today is just like everywhere else in North America, these trout love garlic. Guess what? By switching back and forth between chartreuse garlic, peach garlic, and garlic wildfire, we caught a fish on all three of them, and we ended up having a great day. Now, a lot of you guys, we've heard it before. Firebait, you guys are really using firebait? Yeah, we've been using it for a decade. And you know what? Everybody else that uses it saves a ton of money. We got news for you. Inflation has not hit firebait. Putin did not cause firebait to rise, regardless of what you think you heard on the news. It is still cheap, guys. It's cheap and it works, okay? We challenge you to go out there and use it. You can use a competitor's product that is almost identical and pay almost $3 more a jar. Hey, everything expensive these days, try this bait and you'll be successful just like we are. And we challenge you, get outside, enjoy the beautiful Rocky Mountains, get out there with your family, your friends, your fishing buddy, get outside. We encourage you to get somebody off the computer, away from their cell phone. Get out there and enjoy rainbow trout fishing, just like we did, where we caught our limit of trout real quick on these beautiful garlic smelling baits. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.